All right, finally, some halfway decent weather. We've got 41 degrees coming later today. With sunshine, it is going to be just beautiful. We've been waiting for this forecast, Raylene, and finally we're going to get it.
To see the sun. That's all I care. I don't even care if it's cold, which it is still a little chilly this morning, just to see the sun.
Yeah.
It was a crazy day yesterday.
It was unbelievable.
I could not keep track. I ended up agreeing with whoever wrote it at the Waterbury roundabout. Like, I don't even know which accident I'm talking about anymore.
Right.
It was insane.
It was crazy, and of course, I get home yesterday afternoon. And now that we have an hour of extra daylight at the end of the day, Lily wants to play in the backyard. She's got the snow pants on and she's all buttoned up and she wants to go out and just play. And it's like
in the Arctic.
It's like 300-mile-an-hour winds. It's 50 below without the wind chill, and I'm just like, what do you do? What do you say? You can't. How can you say no? You can't say no.
Right. You put your big girl panties on and your scarf around your neck and you go. Daddy.
I used to have a pair of big girl panties. I don't know where they are. I can't find them. I've been looking. They used to be in my underwear drawer, Raylene.
Lost and gone forever.
I don't know where they are. But I was just like, oh my God. I mean, we're out in the yard.
Maybe the doctor that did your vasectomy took them.
You know what? That's seriously, that is very interesting because that's possible. That is very possible. Oh my God, JD. I can't believe you talk about on the air that you had a vasectomy. I can't. Why do you get so personal? TMI. Get over it.
Fact of life.
Yeah. Well, what are we at for a temperature right now? Do we even know?
It was 29 last I looked. 31 now. What I have.
You got 31?
Yeah.
In Barrie?
Yeah.
All right. So 41 is where we're going for the daytime high today. And then tonight, 24, stars will be out. Love that. The winds are coming 5 to 10 mile an hour winds, Raylene, tonight.
Right. So
that's awesome.
Still a little bit breezy, though.
No, not bad. And then tomorrow, 50. Clouds, sunshine, both 50. I love that. And then what are we looking at Thursday? Also 50 degrees, cloudy skies. Lily says to me this morning, Dad, can I wear a tank top and shorts? You can. I mean, you can.
Oh, boy.
But you're going to freeze your ass off. So anyway, God, we have so much to get to this morning. There's stuff going on in the news. I think it's the word fuzzy that's being used for President Biden, that he was fuzzy about dates. 5 hours of interviews yesterday, grilling him about hiding classified documents. And he's saying that it was not his intention to do that after his vice presidency.
Yeah.
I'm just having more and more of a trust issue. I don't know. There's something like fuzzy about the dude.
Fuzzy. That's an interesting word to use for him.
Well, the media takes credit on using the word fuzzy, but that's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. Hey, did you see my sweatshirt this morning? Look at that.
I did see your sweatshirt this morning.
Yeah.
I like it.
We got Joe and Connor tuned in.
I love it. Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Well, good morning. Yeah, and yesterday.
Yeah.
Let's just say, let's talk about yesterday a little bit.
Yes.
And this bus accident that everybody is talking wildly about. So on the airport road, it closed the airport road for hours. The bus did hit a utility pole, causing the wires to land on the bus, and of course, then they had to wait for GMP to cut the power before they could move in and do what they needed to do to evacuate the people. And they transported 6 people for injuries, and a couple concussions I heard, and maybe a fractured hip, but pretty reasonable for what it could have been.
So
what could have happened.
Everyone knows in central Vermont that when the winds are whipping bad, and
The airport road.
well, if the roads are dry everywhere on the planet, but the winds are whipping, there's going to be 6 feet of snow on the road up by the airport.
Right, exactly.
Because the winds come across there and they're constant.
Yep.
And they just blow all of the snow from the fields and whatnot onto the road. And I mean, I've gone through there where, you're on dry pavement and then all of a sudden, holy shit, all the snow. So I'm not surprised.
Me either. And it's blinding and it
Yes.
gets super slick. That snow that blows thin across the road when it's cold like that turns to ice almost instant.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So was it just the GMTA bus that crashed?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, in that incident, there were a lot of tractor trailers on the interstate that either went off the road. There was a couple of rollovers. Obviously, wind played a huge role in what was happening yesterday.
Good morning, Chuck and Chris and Linda and Joe, who's tuned in this morning. He's saying he got blown off the road up there yesterday. That it was just amazing.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Prayers with the folks that were injured, and I'm glad that they're going to be okay, and it wasn't any more serious than it could have been.
For sure.
I got squirrely at least once yesterday. Andy and I were coming back from West Leb, and I have a friend who calls it the Bermuda Triangle, which is the part of the interstate from like exit 3-ish, Bethel. Well, mostly 4, 5, and 6.
Where it gets terrible.
It's just there's something going on up there with the winds and whatnot. It's the high part of the interstate, and everything was fine coming out of West Leb, dry roads, and then it was wet roads, and then it was wet and icy roads, and the winds, and I mean, even my car, I can't even imagine driving a high profile truck. Like look at the Bolton Flats. Tell us about that.
Well, that's where some of the tractor trailer units were tipped over, rolled over, literally one right after another. Traffic. I have a friend that was coming back from an appointment at Burlington at the hospital, and she sat in traffic for an hour and a half. She was just past the Williston rest area when she came to a stop, and she sat there for just over an hour and a half, just waiting.
Yeah.
I mean, where do you go between you can't get off at that point.
Right.
There's nothing you can do. And while they cleaned up the mess that was between Richmond and Waterbury.
I can only imagine the winds coming through the Bolton Flats yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, even in my little car, I was getting blown around. I can't even imagine driving a tractor trailer yesterday.
Me either.
Oh my God.
No. I wouldn't have liked it at all. Absolutely.
Speaking of cars, I just have to say a couple of things. Not only was it, depending on where you are, depending on where you were yesterday, you may have had some white knuckles, maybe not. But I had, all of a sudden, my car just starts like vibrating really bad.
Oh, gosh.
Like bad. Like really bad. Like I couldn't even, like my brain was getting rattled. Like the whole car was like, oh my God. And then I hit a frost heave, and my car went from going to bah! And I'm like, all right, my whole exhaust system let go. The end of the world is happening right now.
At least it sounds it.
So I'm coming up on exit 2, Sharon. And I'm like, I'm headed for Dupree's. Beeline. If I can make it there alive. I come in, I'm like, my car's bouncing all over the place. He puts it up in the lift and he says to me, "You asshat. You just got a ton of dirt inside your wheels." And I'm like, oh no, that's not it. It's a broken strut. It's a broken tie rod. The weights have gone flying off my wheels. One of my tires has got to be flat. You got to be kidding me. It's just, he's like, no, let me just hose it out. Bzzz. Hoses out the dirt. He goes, that'll take care of that problem. And your exhaust is gone.
Right. But you need a whole new exhaust.
Yeah, you need a whole new exhaust system. So, but, you know.
So Michael Booten just went through this a couple of weeks ago. He came in here one night right before Barry beat, and he was freaking out because his Jeep was making all of these horrible noises. He's like, that is not supposed to make a noise like that. Like, oh my God. And he had been back and forth to Williamstown quite a bit because he had family here. And I said, just go wash it. You've probably got so much shit packed up in there from being on the dirt roads. Your truck, the Jeep's all muddy. Just go wash it. It'll be fine. And that's what he did. He brought it down to the do-it-yourselfer, Rub-a-Dub on the Barry Montpelier Road because they have their own thing. And sprayed it all out, and it was fine.
Listen, Michael is just as much, if not more, than a dumbass than me when it comes to vehicles. Come on. I mean, let's just say it how it is. I mean, both of us are like, it's got to be a broken transmission,
Well, and he too, just like you, had just dumped a lot of money into the Jeep.
Yeah.
And so thinking that, oh, God, one more thing is wrong or something else catastrophic is happening. And I just wasted all of that money.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You should have gone over to Michael's house, cleaned out his wheels, and told him that you replaced a broken tie rod and rear axle flange or whatever the hell. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
Speaking of dirty cars and mud and stuff, we're giving away another platinum car wash to Rub-a-Dub this coming Friday morning. Thursday night at 8 o'clock is the cutoff. You need to get on the pin post that's right on our Facebook page.
Right.
And you'll see it right there. You can't miss the dirty car.
No.
And when you see it, just in the comments, post a picture of your dirty car. And you're gonna pick one Thursday night.
Yes.
And then Friday morning we are going to attack. You say announce. You say announce.
Yeah, and you say attack.
We're going to attack the person who wins.
And tell them how gross their car is.
We're going to make fun of them. We're going to act like our cars are perfect and they're the only dirty car in the world.
Right.
We're going to make fun of them.
Yeah.
We're going to get personal.
Right.
And then we're going to award them a platinum car wash.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, right now we don't have any entries. Everybody's car must be beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Because nobody has entered this week. We've had some really great entries.
Yeah.
But nobody. So we may end up picking one from the last few weeks. We may end up choosing one of the pictures we already have.
Yeah. Chuck is suggesting that my car is disgusting. I'm the asshat that went out and bought a white car.
It is. Yeah, what about the inside?
Oh, my God, it's so bad.
Turn it upside down and shake it.
This coming Saturday night, Chuck Chuck ordered a special AC/DC Brian Johnson type cigar cap
Right. To where?
to wear for Saturday night for the bonfire show at the Barry Opera House. He is beyond. Are you coming?
No, I'm not coming.
All right. Well, you should come.
I should.
Yeah. I mean, Heather Slayton's going to be there. We're going to have a good time.
She
Chuck,
is?
Chuck is going to be there. I think Heather's coming. Lily and Sherilyn are going.
Oh.
We're going to let loose.
Well, I hope you all have a fantastic time.
Well, we're all saying that you should be there.
He got a hat for his son as well.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
going to be amazing. Yeah, we're getting some comments about the dirty cars. So, folks, just take a picture and throw it up on the page on the pin post. Again, we're going all the way today to 41 degrees. It is going to be a beautiful day. It is going to just be stellar. We're at about 30 right now in Barrie. It's 9:20. Were you on the air last night?
We were.
For Barrie Beat?
Barrie Beat, yes, we were.
How'd it go?
It went okay. I mean, we got a little sidetracked, and so we the show was short. It didn't really need to be. I was ready to just go all the way, but we ended up cutting it a little short, and I believe that it's intentionally done. Like, some people don't necessarily like the things that we're discussing.
Oh.
They would rather that we didn't get the truth out to the voters.
Oh.
Which happens all the time in politics, right?
Sure it does.
So
They tried to distract you last night?
they did, in which it didn't distract me at all, just
Okay.
because. But Michael got a little distracted, and because he got defensive, and that's okay. That whatever. The fact is that there's information that needs to be out and about, and in regards to changes that the city is trying to make, charter changes
All right.
that will affect the voters,
Yep.
and those changes are. One, the right for 16 and 17-year-olds to vote in the city.
Okay.
That is one of the changes. The other change is so that you have to be a city resident in order to sit on a committee or commission.
Okay.
And as we know, many of the volunteer seats, they're all volunteer seats, by the way, are empty. They don't even have enough people that live in the city that want to do these positions.
So they're trying to make the pickings slimmer.
Well, they've been absent, from these seats for ever and ever and ever. And there are certainly plenty to fill. And so if there are city residents that wanted to be in those seats, they certainly could be. But the people from the town and out of the area make up a big portion of those committees. And either they work here, they own businesses here, they own property here. They truly are invested.
If you feel like giving any examples, please do. If you'd rather not, I of course respect that.
Well, I hate to. I always use the same example, but there are plenty of them. That's the thing. There are plenty of examples where there are business owners and property owners, and people that just work in the city that sit on these seats, and it is because. One, they cared enough to step up and volunteer, myself included. And they're the investment that they're willing to give
Sure.
on a volunteer basis.
If they live in Barrie Town, but they want to get involved with Barrie City.
Exactly. That they can. So they're trying to make a change so that doesn't happen. And some of it, too, I believe that there are people that currently sit within the council and maybe in some of these commissions and
Yeah.
committees that would really rather that all of these didn't exist anyways.
Right.
They would love to rid the city of the partnership and rid the city of the BADC, and they would love to rid the city of all of these committees and just put control in one house.
Aha.
And what kind of place would that be, right? If we were all driven by one mindset and
Right.
not the mindset of many.
And-
Isn't community about everybody's thoughts, feelings, and although some of us just aren't allowed to have them, please do not have them.
Look at Jen Lawrence, and she just posted here. She says, I'm an example. I'm on the BADC, and I'm not a resident.
Right.
Rosemary says Bob Nelson is on the police advisory. There's another example.
But Jen Lawrence is a business owner, a property owner in the city who was just willing to invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into a building after it was absolutely destroyed and devastated, so it didn't look like one more rundown piece of shit building that sits on Main Street.
Like the J.J. Newberry building.
Yeah. I mean, so
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
Not only invests a lot of money, I have to say, but a shit ton of time
exactly
that goes into
Yes,
this. It's not just
exactly.
money, it's time too.
It's time and it's heartache and it's literal blood, sweat, tears, a lot of emotional stress, and just to keep up with it all, the permitting and this and that and the other thing.
Yeah.
So, but I guess, if you can divert and you can, they will, what I've learned is that they will truly stop at nothing.
Right.
To make people not know the truth and to only hear their message, because some people truly believe that their message is the only message and the rest of us should just fall in line and conform.
Yeah.
And there's no way that's not who I am. It's not in my makeup, and I will not do that. And I believe that there are many people in this city that feel the same way, and they have really felt stepped on for a long time, and we need those people to just stand back up.
Yeah. And I think that, at least I believe that that's happening. I really do.
Oh, absolutely.
I really do.
Especially here. The last couple of years have just been over the top ridiculous. Over the top.
Yeah. Well said. And totally agree. Well,
But lucky for me, whether I'm on Barry Beat, Air It Out, It's No Secret, or if I just want to come in here and just be Raylene running her mouth on the mic, I can do that. And so one way or another, the voters, the community will hear the messages. They will hear the information, whether it's in a post, whether it's over the microphone. It will get out there.
speaking of posts, tell us about what you've been posting this morning and last night on Aired Out with regard to this.
Well, I basically said everything that I just barely said. This is what we were going to talk about. There are open seats. There are people that can apply. They've had all the opportunity in the world, the same opportunity that I had to do that. And they haven't.
Yep.
And so, I've been told step down from the planning commission so that a city resident can apply. You're not being fair. You're holding a seat that somebody else could hold. There's open seats on the planning commission. I'm not keeping anybody from the city from being there.
I think that just stems from a pissing match that's rooted in the mayor.
Oh,
That's all it is.
exactly. I spoke out against him and some others. I don't believe the same things they believe, and I was willing to say so during my interview. for my last interview, when they picked my Facebook page apart,
Yeah.
my own personal page and
Right.
my own personal feelings, because mine don't matter, only theirs do. What do you mean by parent notification? And when I told them what I meant, why I felt that parents should be notified about certain things that are going on with their children, there were people that gasped. They
Right.
weren't okay with that.
Because Raylene, you're allowed to have your opinion.
Well, not according to
as
some.
long as it's just
as long
aligned.
as it's the same as theirs.
It has to be aligned with theirs.
And it's not, and that's the thing. And I said it's not the same. I feel the way I feel. And today, tomorrow, and always. And nothing you say is going to change my answer. I don't care which way you want to redirect your question.
Yeah,
You're going to
right.
get the same answer from me.
right.
Period. And I'm good with that. I'm okay with me. I'm okay with my beliefs. I'm okay with the way this city is, the way it has been. I've always do we have work to do in some places? Absolutely. That's life.
Right.
Everybody has work to do. Everything changes. There's little work to do always.
Yeah.
That'll never change.
Right.
But will they change me? No.
Yeah.
No freaking way.
And I'll also say this. They're not going to change anything on this podcast either. We're going to talk about what we want to talk about.
Right.
And we won't be censored or intimidated by anybody's.
No. And though they've tried, though,
Oh,
they
hell
tried
yeah.
to they wrote all of our sponsors and told, they'll try to steal your livelihood even.
Sure.
So that you will bow and
Right.
agree.
Yeah. I still haven't blown the whistle on what went down off the air with
Yeah.
me. I still haven't.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you, that's coming.
That someday, yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
it's,
maybe you should come on the Barry Beat, and we'll interview you, and we'll let you just let fly.
well, I'll tell you what. First of all, I'll let fly here on the air. I'm gonna let fly on air it out first because that's what I need to do. I'll do it when
Yeah,
I'm ready.
right.
And then you can bring me on Barry Beat, and and then you can interview me right there. But I can't wait to share with everyone what went down with me.
No, I mean, lunacy. It's all
Wow.
it's lunacy, and it's a distraction so that we will not know the truth.
Yeah.
It's all a distraction. It's
Sure.
part of the game, and it's how they continue to win.
Sure.
And so we have to be determined, and we have to be determined not to get distracted. We
Yeah.
need to just get in our lane, stay there,
Yeah.
and mat the gas pedal at this point.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
No hitting the brakes, baby.
Thanks for the comments from Kristen and Tina and many people that are tuned in this morning and dropping some great comments here. I don't always read every single comment that comes in. Sometimes I read them after we get off the air, but
Well,
there's a lot coming in.
That's what I do most of the time, and that's what I was doing last night. And poor Michael, he reads them all, and he definitely got sidetracked. They managed to accomplish what they were trying to accomplish. Me, I was just ready to just keep rolling. Yeah.
Well,
Tomorrow's a new day.
Tomorrow's a new
Today's
day.
a new day.
yeah, and keep watching the page. That's all we're saying on Aired Out because you got some information on there that they just don't want
Yeah.
Central Vermonters and Barry City residents to know.
And I think that I try really hard to make sure there's a little bit of everybody. Like when I go to post the news in the morning, I use like 6-8 different news sites.
Sources.
I don't
Yeah.
go to just CAX or just ABC, not just Fox. I really try to go all over.
Yeah.
Do I post everything that's going on in the city? No.
Yeah.
There are definitely events that I avoid,
Yeah.
but those are the events that are being held and by people that have really harmed us in a way
Yeah.
or tried to.
Sure.
Let's say people that have really come out and attacked us
Right.
in ways that, as you say, we haven't even really discussed. We've
haven't.
never really blown the whistle.
Like right behind you on the glass, the Fly on the Wall Productions.
right.
Right there in the glass. They've tried to remove that.
Yeah. So exactly. I mean, there's been all kinds of little things like that along the way. And so are there things that we do not promote in absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, but for the most part,
to be successful,
we are damn supportive of
it's
the majority.
Yeah, it's impossible to not have enemies and be successful.
Exactly.
It's impossible.
Yep, exactly.
So we know who they are.
Yeah. And I'm really proud of where we've come. I mean,
what?
I remember.
My God.
Exactly. I remember even like 30 with us sitting over here with a piece of board on sawhorses, me on one side, you on the other, and you and I would get so freaking excited over 20 views, 50 views. I'll never forget it. And now we're like a few 100,000 a month.
Yeah.
We have almost 7,000 followers. People reach out to us when they want to advertise something, if they want to get the word out about something, if there's an emergency, a missing child.
They come to us.
I can't tell you how many messages I got yesterday from people trying to tell me what was going on.
Yeah.
Or we get reached out, things like with Rosie and the
this kid.
happy good day and things like that. People tell us Connor's
motivational mornings, baby.
People tell us that stuff for a reason. And those are the things that I want to be involved in.
Yeah.
Those are the things I'm super proud of. And I
Sure.
think we've come a long way, baby.
Yeah, we have.
We really have.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of it. And we've done it all on our own. We don't boost things. We don't pay for things. It's just been an extreme amount of hard work and dedication.
Yes, it has.
And I'll never be ashamed of any of that.
We have a very high female audience. 67% is female.
Yeah.
Male is 32%.
Oh, it must be because of how handsome you are.
Gotta be.
It's got to be.
What-
It's the hair.
What else could it be?
It's the hair.
It has to
That
be.
it just drives the girls wild.
Most of our listeners are Barrie, Williamstown, Northfield, Montpelier, and West Berlin. I'm just looking at the stats here. Our post reach. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
This is not. I'm not bragging.
I know.
I'm just. When I started this thing in 2018, I think, year and a half before I met you, I think I had maybe 80 followers, and it was on YouTube only. Now we're on YouTube and Facebook.
We had a contest to get to 500.
Yeah. I know.
We gave away swag and had a contest to get to 500.
Our post reach in the last 28 days, 149,822.
Yeah.
This is current as of right now.
Yeah.
Followers, 7,640.
Yeah.
Of course, you always have to have a goal. I'm hoping for 10,000 someday.
Of course.
Our post engagement in the last 28 days.
Invite your friends, everybody.
89,922 with 104 new page likes and 208 new followers. This is all in the last 28 days.
Yeah.
It's got to be the hair. Raylene.
It's got to be. Absolutely.
And wait till Chuck comes on the air. Then these numbers are just going to.
He's going to start doing the weather report.
He's going to do something. I don't know what he's going to do, but he's going to do
He could
whatever
totally do
whatever
the
I tell him to
hillbilly
do.
weatherman. He could totally do.
He's going to come on the air, and I'm telling you, once Chuck, he gets a little nervous and a little flustered and a little shy, and
Which I just can't imagine.
that's
but
over. That's
yeah.
going to be over as soon as he gets on here. It's over.
yeah. Yeah.
Anything else in the news other than
There's not a lot. I mean,
we have the tractor trailers.
Thank God there's not a lot in the news because yesterday it seemed so much doom and gloom.
Yeah.
We did find out that the missing baby from Schenectady.
Yeah.
I can't even talk about the happenings because it literally
Her mother.
curls my stomach. But yes, her mother was arrested, which is what I was saying yesterday. I was pretty sure that we would all find that she was not stolen in the night, but her mother has been arrested.
Second degree manslaughter.
Did you read the story
I
what she did?
I
Don't.
didn't. I can't. Listen, before I was a dad, I could have easily read that story. I can't do it now. I can't do it. Literally, it will distract me. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't even. Let's get into some sponsor stuff.
Yeah.
We've got Harrington's Food and Fuel this morning.
Yes.
We got to talk about them. Every morning they have great breakfast sandwiches,
They
breakfast burritos, donuts, and different goodies from Made by Mimi's right here in Barrie. And then today is Wing Day at Harrington's, so you can get wings. That's the special for the day. Pizza, cheeseburger, salads, and sandwiches.
Burritos.
Now, the pizzas, cheeseburger, salads, and sandwiches, that's an everyday thing.
Yeah.
And then they always do the special, and that is wings today. And with all of that, they have the goodies. You can get something from Ms. Martell's, cookies and bars. You can get dessert. You can get
grab and go.
Your afternoon snack, whatever. Just grab that right up and be happy.
Grab a piece of pizza and a cup of coffee and hit the road.
And the chef salads are absolutely amazing.
Can I just
and
say
they
that?
have the ranch.
Yeah, the ranch. Can I just say though, when you say Harrington's, there are still people that
Who
are
don't
like
know that it's.
they're like, Raylene, what are you talking about? Harrington's? Where's that? Where the hell is that?
That's right. You tell them.
The old
Corey Hill Quick
Corey
Stop.
Hill Quick Stop. That's now Harrington's.
Yes. So
Which is one of our sponsors.
and we love them.
And we need to go over there.
Their food is amazing. They've teamed up with other local small businesses, and when I say business, like at-home businesses, people that are just making amazing products, but they have teamed up with them and said, hey, why don't you join in on our journey? And because going into business, having a business is super hard.
Right.
And if you can team up with people like that,
Right.
that's awesome.
I agree.
We love it. And then let's talk about Jerry's. So tonight, did you bring your stepladder? Because it's Tuesday. Do you know what that means?
Yes. It's I'm
Giant Connect 4 night
Connect 4.
at Jerry's. It's
Yeah.
Tuesday. That means that you can go over if you have your stepladder and you can play the Giant Connect 4.
Listen, I'm dead serious here. I know I joke around a lot, but I'm not kidding right now. Lily could literally go over there and kick everyone's ass. I don't know.
She's really good at that.
I don't know. She's 9, so she's probably too young to get in there. I don't know.
I'm assuming because they don't serve like a
Shirley
menu
Temples?
of food and things like that. Oh, I'm sure they'd make anybody a Shirley Temple.
Right.
I mean, you can go to Jerry's and relax, even if you are someone who doesn't partake in alcohol. They have all kinds of things that they can serve you still.
When Lily and I were on vacation, I got her a virgin strawberry daiquiri with whipped cream on it.
And she thought she died and went to heaven.
The look on her face when she had this thing put in front of her, and I had one too. Mine had a little something in it, though. I don't know what it was.
You don't know what it was?
Not entirely
No.
sure.
It was really good, though.
very good.
Yeah.
But I'm serious.
Gave you a little buzz.
I can sit there and play a Connect Four with Lily and strategize like I need to destroy this child.
And she still kicks your ass?
Can't do it.
Well, you can go over there tonight. If you are an adult, you can
Okay.
go over there. And if you have restrictions like JD, you're welcome to bring your little step ladder, or maybe they'll let you stand on a chair.
Thank you for saying that.
You're welcome, honey.
Yeah.
And then just wash away the stress.
Sure.
They have snacks. They have cold beer all the time. They have some crazy mixed drinks. They usually, whoever's behind the bar has some special drink
Right.
that they like to make.
Yep.
And I know at one time they were doing some pineapple one that Tina had me try.
Yeah.
This shot of this stuff. And remember this summer
Yeah, with
when
Chris.
when Dags came? It was Fireball and what?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But Dax sends me a text.
I took a little sip of it and he did the rest of it. Like literally.
Dax
Just like that.
sends me a text. He's like, dude, I'm in the back parking lot. He just drove from Marblehead, Mass. So he's like, I'm in the back parking lot. I'm like, all right, I'll be right there to get you. I go around back. I come around the corner by Jerry's, and there's Dags having a drink from Jerry's. I mean, he hasn't been in the parking lot for 30 seconds. I'm like,
know.
what the hell's going on here?
That little shit's in Aruba right now.
Is he?
He is.
Oh, my God.
But anyway, get to Jerry's tonight. Have a great time. Play some Connect 4, and just have a really good time.
Yeah. I want to talk about Salvador and Babbitt because we all know that tax season is here. They are wonderful people, and they're just going to take care of you. They say, obviously, it is so important to know your deadlines. Unless you file for an automatic 6-month extension, April 15th is the date that you need to know. All right. And if you have, confusion and questions like I do, I absolutely hate
Taxes.
this shit.
Me too.
You know that.
I bring all of my stuff there. I drop it off with
Forget it.
an envelope with my name on it. Here you go.
Have a great day.
Let me know when it's done.
Right. But, it's also a good idea to pull out your return from last year, your 2022 tax return, which will give you a good starting point for figuring out what documents you need to have.
Yeah.
But don't stress about this. Just bring it over to Tom or anyone at Salvador and Babbitt.
Right.
And say, here it is. Here's my phone number. Call me with whatever else you need.
A very qualified bunch over there. And they're also nice.
We love them.
They really are. They're nice. They'll look too. The ladies at the front desk, you bring your envelope.
Like
it's
Rita.
packed full of this stuff. They'll go through it really quick and say, yep, or, oh, you forgot this or you forgot that. Or
Right.
They're just incredible.
Yeah. I remember I said to Tom one time, hold on, I need to get a pencil. Let me write this. He's like, JD, shut up. I'm going to just email you what you need.
Yeah.
Okay? Just take a deep breath and relax.
Right.
I'll
It's
do
going to
it.
be fine.
They're great people. They really are. Listen, it's 9:48. It's 12 minutes before 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. You're too late for breakfast over at Delicate Decadence. Okay, you've missed it.
But you can order tomorrow night's meal.
You can order tomorrow night's meal. Tell me about it.
Corned beef and cabbage tomorrow night.
Bring it
The
to me.
Wednesday meal is corned beef and cabbage. 802-479-7948. Don't forget your chocolate chip cookies. Stop it. Get down. That is disgusting.
I love corned beef and cabbage. Is there carrots in there?
I don't know.
I'm gonna.
I think it's on the side.
It makes me feel like I want to take my clothes off. I'm just saying, Raylene. I get so excited about that shit. I love corned beef and cabbage. There's never enough. Have you noticed that? Have you ever stinged with it?
Of course.
Have you ever been in another room where someone says, like, maybe Sherilyn, I don't know, is there any left? Nope, it's all gone.
As you're sneaking it and hiding it somewhere. No, I already ordered mine and my dad's for tomorrow.
And then if you do have any left over, not that you would, but I mean, you take it the
You make hash.
Oh my God! You chop it up. You throw some onions and potatoes in there. Some hot sauce.
Well, you should already have potatoes, but yeah, you make up some hash. It's so good. Do you like to put beets in your hash so it's red flannel?
What's that for
hash?
red flannel? I don't think
Yes.
I've done that. But
Oh, it's so
throw
good.
them in.
It's so good.
Throw it in. Throw it all in. I don't care what you put in there.
Mm-hmm.
But bull testicles, as long as it's in the hash.
Where do you seriously come up with this stuff? Where do you come up with this stuff?
Anything in there. I don't care what.
I think that you were not only dropped on your head. I think somebody turned you upside down, held you by your ankles, and shook you far too many times. You're twisted, JD Green. You're just twisted.
What else is happening? What else is
Good
going on?
Lord.
Anything?
Well, yes, we have a lot going on. So we have to remind people, because today we would have talked to the Veterans Place, but
Yes.
that has kind of gotten postponed until next Tuesday.
Right.
So we have to remind people that there is still the meal train for the Veterans Place, and we encourage people to sign up.
Right.
For that meal train. And what it is that you would provide a meal on a Saturday or Sunday for the Veterans Place.
In Northfield.
In Northfield, there are 20 residents there, and they have a kitchen. They can reheat things, but they don't necessarily cook, and they wouldn't always necessarily cook something so healthy.
Okay.
So that they're not just eating sandwiches and junk and things like that on the weekends. We're just looking for volunteers to make a meal and bring it over. And they do have a freezer. They have an oven. They have all of that stuff. They can reheat things, so you don't have to drop it off on the weekend. It can be dropped off anytime, but sign up for a day and then maybe label your meal that,
Right.
this is what day it's marked for. This is what day I signed up for. And get it dropped off.
Well, they've got 10 veterans over there, I think.
20.
20.
There's 20.
I thought there were
That's why you
10.
make meals for 20.
Shit.
Don't listen to JD. Please people,
don't.
just don't listen to him.
Don't do it.
Ugh.
And they will be so grateful. You went over there with some
amazing.
beans.
Beans and Franks
lost their
last
minds.
time they did, they lost their minds. They thought that was the greatest thing ever, that they were going to have this huge container of beans full of hot dogs.
Oh,
And I did coleslaw, cornbread, and cupcakes.
Oh.
And they lost their mind. They
Yeah.
lost their mind.
Oh, my
They
God.
thought that was the greatest thing ever. And just a great group of guys over there. Yeah.
And-
Super easy to find. Right there, right when you get into Northfield.
and can I say this? There's also, for our folks that are listening that may not be right here in Central Vermont, there's also a veterans home over in Bradford. And, I got a chance to, when Lily and I went trick-or-treating, we went through there and got a chance to chat with some of the veterans there. Just wonderful, wonderful people. So, there's always that one, too. We love all veterans. It doesn't matter what home they're in, who they are, where they are. We love them. I don't care if they're in Vermont or out of Vermont. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So we remember that, and then this Thursday on the 14th is the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce mixer right here on Main Street at M&T Bank.
Yes.
And that the benefit is the proceeds of the 50/50 raffle
Yes.
will go to the Veterans Place also. So buy your tickets. Buy your tickets. And
Yeah.
if you can't attend the mixer and you still want to be a part of the 50/50,
Yeah.
you can call the chamber or stop by the chamber
Right.
and buy those
Sure.
tickets.
And here's the thing. All you get on is centralvt.com.
Right. All the info's right there.
If you're not a member of the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce, which by God I can't imagine why you wouldn't be, but if you're not, it's $10. It costs you $10. That's it. Go to the mixer Thursday at M&T Bank right here in the Granite City. Bring us some business cards. You're going to mingle with people. You're going to have some fun. I guarantee you're going to find someone that you know. You're going to have a great time.
Right.
By the way, I forgot to tell you, tomorrow morning, Tanya from Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce is probably going to be hopping on the air with us to talk about this a little bit more. We can't talk about it
Right,
enough.
because we talked to her on Friday, but we're going to talk again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
This weekend, our community calendar, by the way, brought to you by the World, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper. Bonfire Saturday night at the Opera House. The Totally Rad 80s Dance Party, I'll say this again, sold out at the Elks for Saturday night. There's still some people that were wondering last night on social media, are there tickets left? It is sold out. The St. Patty's Dance is still on in Waterbury for Saturday night at the American Legion. Sunday, this coming Sunday, the annual Brittany Burt Memorial Scholarship Bingo is going to be at the Den from 1 to 4.
Yes.
Did I tell you Andy's coming?
You did not tell me that Andy is coming.
Andy's coming.
And let's make sure that everybody knows that you're going to be calling the numbers again this year.
I will. Should I say on the air?
Oh, just do it.
Lily wants to dye my hair green.
Green? Just for that day?
She wants to do it maybe Friday this week. So, I have questions like, how long will the green last? Is it the permanent kind? Is it the chalk? What is it? What is it? I can't get an answer out of her or Sharon. They won't answer me. But anyway, I may or may not have green hair. I don't know.
You will. You know you
Here
will.
we go with the leprechaun suit now with you and Glenn. The St. Patty's Parade is going to be in Williston on the 17th as well. We talked about the Barry City Elementary.
Jonah says, if your child wants to dye your hair, you ask what color and you follow through. Which is
right.
what you usually do.
Absolutely right.
I don't know how many times you have come in here with glitter pink nails. Because and you'll wear it for a week before you take it off.
Yes.
Where she has dolled you up in some sort of way. I don't know how many videos I've seen with you getting all made up, your hair done and everything.
Did you see what she did to my face?
I did, where she painted you as a little cat the other day.
It was here. Here it is. I got it on the screen right here. It was the Cat in the Hat. She's like, Dad. This is what she said. Dad, can you just be quiet for 30 seconds so I can do this?
Yeah.
And that's what she did right there.
And she just kept right on a rolling.
Can you see? Can you see it? On
she did a really good job. Just by the way,
see, that's the hat right there.
Maybe she can be like a little face painter at one of the next events or something. She did a very good job.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
And she's done the toenails too. I've had the
Oh yes, your fingers have matched your toenails more than once.
Pink, hot pink with glitter.
Right.
On the toes.
You gotta have the glitter, Dad.
And you know what she did? Last summer, she's like, Dad, she did my toenails hot pink with glitter. And then she's like, and during the summer I wear my sandals all the time. She's like, Dad, we gotta go swimming. We went to Barry City Pool. Here's this asshole walking around Barry City Pool with hot pink
Toenails.
glitter. Sun is shining right off of them, Raylene. Like diamonds in the sky. It was horrible. It was horrible. I'm like, what?
The only time I've ever given you a hard time about it is last year. You had one of the colors you had last summer was pretty vibrant, and you and I had to go to a meeting somewhere, I think, and it was pretty important, and we were going, and I was like,
Yes.
are you gonna take that
that off.
polish off?
Yeah. And it was Sherilyn's, so it was the permanent shit. It wasn't the kids
Right.
wipe off with
Yeah.
soap and water.
Super cute though. I mean, I think it's awesome that you do that, and she's a lucky girl.
Yeah.
She's a lucky girl.
Barb Druge is posting this morning. Do you know what Barb just has done in the past for Lily and continues to do and just did the other day? Barb mails Lily cards.
She does.
And
I don't know why I'm surprised. She's like one of the sweetest
She
people
made
I've ever met.
She made a St. Patrick's Day card and mailed it to Lily and put inside of it a scratch-off ticket. Lily lost her mind, was jumping up. She won before she even scratched off any of the numbers.
Uh-huh.
She was so excited, so happy. To be a little kid to actually get mail in the mailbox,
Right.
this thing with a
Oh, yeah, it's
stamp
a
on
big
it.
deal.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
it's a big
God.
deal. Very much so. But I'm not surprised.
She's such a sweet lady.
she is
I'm
a
telling
sweet
you,
lady.
man. This summer, her and Paul are coming over the house. I don't know what the hell. We're going to throw something on the grill. Maybe some moose testicles. I don't know. Marinated. Who knows? Today, by the way, is National Girl Scout Day. Today. Did you know that?
No.
It's not
I posted the national days today, but I didn't read them.
National Girl Scout Day today. Are the Girl Scout cookies over, said and done with? Did I
don't
miss
think
that?
so. I think that they've been selling them, but I think you can still get them. Because I just saw a post somewhere.
I don't know how I missed it, but it's probably a good thing. In the sports world this morning, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott claiming that he's victim of $100 million extortion plot and has filed a lawsuit. When is Shep going to be on next? I'm sure she's going to be talking about this.
She is not going to be on until next Wednesday. So, as we, because of all of the playoff games and things like that, it's a little tweaks to their schedules right now. So Shep will not be with us again. She was on last night. She and the ladies were on last night, but now they will not be back until next Wednesday.
All right. Instead of just denying the allegations, is filing a countersuit the right move? And that I hope Shep goes down this road. They love talking about this kind of stuff. I'm sure they're going to get into it. But what a mess. That's a huge story. The other big one, and I'm seeing the I don't know if you're planning on flying anywhere anytime soon, anyone?
No.
But man, the artificial intelligence getting into the airline industry is a disaster waiting to happen now. Now they've got in Vegas, they've got self-service check-ins where you put your own self through security.
Right.
Because for whatever reason, do they not have enough people to work the metal detectors?
Probably not.
You got to put yourself through the metal detector. Raylene, I'm fine with someone patting me down, strip me naked, search me still.
Surprise.
You want to search me naked? That's fine too. I don't care. But man, to be able to the thought of going through a TSA screening that's self-service, that's some scary shit, man. At least I think it is.
It is. It's frightening.
I don't think
for sure.
AI is going to bridge a gap here.
No,
really
I don't think so either. Nor should they.
Nor should they. We just need human beings to be driving the bus here.
Agreed.
What the hell?
Agreed.
All right.
Jonah. So Jonah being on reminds me, and I would like to just say Jonah is Tyler Matthews' brother, and I just want everybody to know that Val has been hard at work and has designed an absolutely amazing sign for May, the court hearing in May, where that is when Benjamin Wader will go back to court after his arraignment. It was postponed. It was supposed to be this month, but postponed all the way out until almost the end of May. But Benjamin was charged in the sale with death resulting for Tyler. And I say it's murder. Other people say it's murder. He is, especially because he totally admitted the fact that
Of course it's
he
murder.
went to Pennsylvania to get the fentanyl, and then he gave it to Tyler and told Tyler how much to take, because
Right.
he's licensed to prescribe
Oh, of
that
course.
stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, he knows all there is to know about fentanyl and how much people's body weight and all
Sure,
that
yeah.
could.
Oh, yeah.
He was did all the schooling for that. But anyways,
right.
he wasn't charged with murder. He should be charged with murder, and we will be at the courthouse with these beautifully designed signs from Val at
What's
Yipes.
the date on that?
The 21st, I believe. I have to look again.
Okay.
Jonah will tell me if I'm wrong, but it's on my calendar. But we will be there with our Justice for Tyler signs.
Okay.
We will also have some T-shirts to give to people, and the T-shirts will be a little bit different in that they will be something that you can wear after, because we certainly hope that we're victorious in getting justice for Tyler. These shirts will be something that are just in memory of Tyler. So we're designing some of those right now. And we'll have some of those to give out. And then, of course, if we don't have what you want or need, you always have the option to purchase your own.
Okay.
Right through Yipes. She'll have all of our designs. But we've got the signs. I'm having a magnet made for my car. And yeah, I'm going to push this really as hard and loud as I possibly can.
As you should, and as probably others wouldn't want you to. I can't think of who, but I mean, clearly this guy was slapped on the wrist. And where is he now?
Home doing whatever he wants to do.
Oh. Okay.
Which is super, super, super hard to swallow.
Yeah.
To say the least.
Anything else we can think of this morning?
No.
What about Connor? What about Connor?
Except for tune in to the city council meeting. Be involved.
Tonight.
Be involved. Start using your voice. And for the love of all things, vote. If you can't get to the polls, ask for a ride. If you don't want to go to the polls, request an absentee ballot.
Hello.
The new election for city stuff this year is May 14th. The turnout that we just had on town meeting day was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Really. And there's no excuse for it.
Yeah.
We need people to vote.
Some of these city council meetings, I'm just going to be straight with you.
Mm-hmm.
They're a little boring. The language that's being used, it's like a but although I understand that, you should still tune in, stomach it if you can, and just try, because there's some really important information that's out there that you should know about.
Absolutely.
I think at times when they speak, they could put a little bit more inflection in their voices instead of. There's a lot of that. A lot of the speakers. I mean, it's hard for me to listen to it, but again,
Listen anyways.
listen anyways.
Tune in, be present, be aware,
Right.
and vote.
All right.
And yes, I absolutely think that we should go out today on a good note, which means let's go out with motivation from Connor.
Hey guys, happy motivational morning with your favorite kid Connor. And I'm going to tell you guys a motivational quote. I am stronger than this challenge. And this challenge is making me even stronger. Just like how your muscles grow. Through strain, pain, and repetition. So your mental toughness grows. Bye, have a good day, Mercy, everybody. That's Highs and Loves.
There he is, right there. And look at again, I'm going to show it. Look at Connor's motivational morning right there. Love this sweatshirt.
Yes.
Do me a favor on our way out this morning, would you? Mm-hmm. Tell Joe how amazing this sweatshirt smells.
Well,
Just
thankfully, I don't get that close to you. So I'm just going to say, sure, JD, it smells great. Because hopefully you've washed it recently. Because you wear it a lot. A real lot. A lot.